Whenever you're ready.
Hey, this is George. You're watching Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Ed.
And you're watching
Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed.
Yeah!
Yeah! Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed. Yeah! Yeah!
What's going on, metalheads? Welcome to episode number 20, part 2 of Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed.
On tonight's episode, as promised, we're back down to the Blue Cafe in Long Beach, California for part 2 of our exclusive interview with Brian Damaged Forsyth, the Rhino Bucket, and Kicks. Rhino Bucket held a CD release party for their newest effort, The Hardest Town, on Acetate Records.
So check it out. We got some Rhino Bucket right here, right now, doing Beat to Death Like a Dog.
Like a dead hooker in the back room, he's full.
beat to death like a dog. They performed other songs that night, which actually came from The Hardest Town right here. They performed songs like The Hardest Town, Justified, Know My Name, Dog Don't Bite, and... Hey, what the fuck, man?
Oh, dude, sorry, man. I was getting into the CD, The Hardest Town by Rhino Bucket on Acetate Records.
Shit kicks ass, man, big time.
Where are we at?
We freaking got Brian coming on next.
Oh, dude, right. Right now, man, right now. Part 2 of our exclusive interview with Brian Damage Forsyth of Rhino Bucket and Kicks. If you thought part 1 was cool, wait till you see part 2, man. Wait till you see part 2. It's coming up right now.
Hey, this is Brian Damage from Kicks and Rhino Bucket, and you're watching Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed.
It'd be fun to finally be able to write songs and
Yeah.
get on CDs.
Yeah, I mean, I always contributed to Kick songs too, and I mean that's pretty much my specialty. Like George comes up with most of the ideas,
Right.
and but I'm good at like taking a raw idea and sort of helping arrange it and put it, take the basic chord thing and make it put like a guitar riff over it or whatever.
Kind of piecing it all together.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm good at. But well, so I do that with Rhino Bucket, but I also get to come up with ideas. And Reeve, the bass player, he comes up with some really cool stuff.
We've heard some samples. Sounds
Yeah. Very impressive, yeah.
This Tuesday.
Yeah, but we'll have copies here tonight.
Oh, cool. That's excellent.
And what's it playing with? It's like playing with Simon, right?
Oh, he's cool. Simon's really cool. Simon is just, he's a character. I love playing with him. He's just a funny guy, and
Really?
him and George together, it's great.
Cool.
And Simon's like, I mean, it's different. I mean, Jackie was a really good drummer too. I mean, they're both excellent drummers. Simon is just like, he's like steady as a rock.
I was gonna say seasoned because he's been so
Yeah,
Playing for so long.
in so many different
Yeah.
big bands too.
Yeah, and he locks into like a groove. It just goes. It's just steady.
Cool.
Never stops. And when we were doing the this record, like there was a few songs that were really like loose when we went in to record them. So we were sort of trying to like go over them, and then we started doing basic tracks, and we still didn't really know them. We were just sort of flying by the seat of our pants, getting through these songs, and there's Simon over there just playing, and we were like messing up, going to the wrong parts, and he's just playing straight through it. Like, you listen to the drum track, you couldn't tell that
Wow.
we were over there just like making a mess. Luckily, we got to replace our parts, but
It ended up
Damn good.
yeah. I mean that's the whole idea behind the basic tracks is to get a good drum track, and then you build on top of it.
So like when you were younger, before you started playing, what was like that one band or just even that one moment or a song that you heard, you just like, I gotta do that. What made you, what made you pick up a guitar?
The Beatles.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any particular song that just...
Probably I Saw Her Standing There. But you know what? I was into music even before the Beatles. I mean, I've been around before the Beatles. I'm old.
Well, you look good for your age. Let's put it that way.
So I remember before the Beatles were around, and even back then, I'd hear like Johnny Cash or something, and I'd hear the Telecaster, like
Right.
that guitar, and it always caught my ear, or Elvis, like all those old '50s things, and then the Beatles came along, and they had that that whole thing.
Yeah.
And the first song I heard was I Want to Hold Your Hand, which was cool. And then my brother got the 45, and the flip side was I Saw Her Standing There, which was like, that was like rock and roll.
Yeah.
That was the first one that I had too. I had a 45 of I Want to Hold Your Hand. I remember just over and over.
But I'd flip it, and I was only like 4 or 5 maybe. No, maybe I was 6. I can't remember. What year was that? 63 when they came out?
I think so. Yes.
So I would have been
That's
5.
Yeah.
And I remember I was home from school one day. I was supposed to be sick. And-
Supposed to be?
Yeah. And my mother, she had to go to the store, and I was in my bed, and she told me she'd be right back because the store was right down the end of the block. So she left, and And I ran downstairs and I'm looking out the window and I see her walking down the sidewalk. As soon as she got out of sight, I ran to the record player, I saw her standing there turned it to 10 and just played it and put the needle back, and I'd look out the window and wait. And as soon as I saw my mom coming back, I took it off, turned off the record player, ran back up to my bed.
Air guitar in at that age, even, right?
Yeah, I just could not get enough of that song. That whole count on, they do that 1, 2, 3, 1. Then when that guitar comes in, it's just like, I love that song. I just couldn't get enough of it.
Especially, for that year and how that music just came out, and it was so much different and louder than everything else, right?
Yeah, and it was rocking, especially that song.
And still to this day, it seems like they're influencing, Even newer bands still cite the Beatles as a major influence.
Yeah. And then, of course, from there, that was sort of the beginning of everything. And then, all through the late 60s, early 70s, and the 70s, there were so many influences.
So, dude, that was a pretty cool shit with Brian, huh?
Hell yeah, it was. You figure, man, he's been in Kicks and Rhino Bucket during his career, and he was nice enough to sit down and open up about his career. Very cool, very cool. If you thought that was cool, coming up later in the show, we're going to be sitting down with him for the fourth and final part of the interview, like I said, coming up later in the show. But right now, Mike, why don't you tell him where we're going to be?
Yo, if you want to catch out Bang Your Head live and in person and up close in color.
Live.
That's right. This Saturday night, May 23rd, we're going to be down at the Surf City Saloon in Huntington Beach. A night presented to you by Tribute Planet.
Live.
We got Made in LA doing
Iron Maiden.
We have Hemispheres doing Rush. And we have Train of Thought doing
Dream Theater.
That's right. Okay, also, then Friday, May 29th, we're making a special appearance at the K-Cal Kegger out in Redlands. Yeah, friends of ours, Mr. Crowley, invited us to go up there, film them, and make a little guest appearance, get out on stage, get you motherfuckers all riled up and have a damn good time.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, then in Friday, June 19th, we're going to be at the Galaxy Theater in Santa Ana, not Costa Mesa.
Not Costa Mesa.
Yeah, and we're going to be there with Leatherwolf.
Live.
Yeah, we're going to be interviewing before the show, catch some live footage, and it's going to fucking kick ass. Because we're going to be there, and so is Leatherwolf, and you're going to want to get your asses down there too. But coming up next, right now we got...
Live, you want to be there live, just in case you're wondering. But in the future, you want to check out future shows, because in the future, around August, September, we're going to be doing stuff with Great White, Warrant, Law M Friend. Remember him from the Rip Days, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
He's got a new book out now, by the way, called Life on Planet Rock. Fucking kicks ass. All of his awesome stories, you got to check that book out. Law M Friend, Life on Planet Rock. Also, we're going to be...
Ultra cool.
Eventually, when we set this up, we're going to be sitting down with Brian Slagle, the head of Metal Blade Records. How fucking cool is that?
Dude, and thanks. What? Thank you. Just giving us an open invitation. I'm kind of speechless what to say about this. Except
Speechless. I mean, you're talking about the king of independent metal, Brian Slagle.
There's no questions asked.
Without a doubt. And also, there are a couple rumors going around now that later on next month, we're going to be sitting down with a certain German guitar player who revolutionized heavy metal. I can't mention his name right now, but trust me, it's going to blow your asses to pieces.
All you guitar players out there, you're going to want to keep your eyes open for that one. It's going to be unbelievable. Fucking phenomenal, even.
Unbelievable.
I'm so happy about it, I'm going to touch myself. Big time.
Touch yourself on your own time, buddy.
All right, well, we're going to get back into the show here. And what do we got coming up right now?
Okay, Rhino Bucket. We've been talking about Rhino Bucket and their newest release, The Hardest Town, on Acetate Records. You can go to Acetate Records and order it, or you can go to Rhino Bucket website and order it. Either way, order it, goddammit, order it. But right now, to set up the last song by Rhino Bucket, he's the drummer of Rhino Bucket. He's also been in a shitload of bands. He's going to tell you all about him right now.
And his name is Simon Wright. Tell him, Simon.
AC/DC, Dio, UFO, everybody else. You're watching Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed.
Perfect.
kicked ass, didn't it?
Dude, the shit rocked all night, man.
And that was just a small sample of what Rhino Bucket offers live.
Small
They
sample.
got so much fucking energy live. I wanted to start picking stuff up and breaking it. That's how much. Don't worry, man. I'm not gonna break anything here.
Hey, you said that last time.
I was talking about the show, not here.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. But anyway, Rhino Bucket's gonna be coming to your town. You got to go to their websites, check the tour dates, check their website, Facebook, MySpace, all of them. They're coming to your town. I'm telling you, they kick ass live.
It's a must see.
Must see.
They got the bang your head with Mike and Ed seal of approval, goddammit.
And if you got the bang your head Mike and Ed with seal of approval thing that he just said, rest assured, it's gonna kick ass.
No questions asked. I stake our names on it.
Well, I stake his name on it, not mine. He can.
Come on, you wouldn't stake your name on
I
Rhino
will. I'll
Bucket?
put my name on that. I'll put my name on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's fucking Rhino Bucket. Yeah, you
Shit.
mind? All right. Hey, well, we're going to continue right here. We have the fourth and final installment of our conversation, sit-down interview with Brian Damage Forsythe. Stop bitching. All right? Take a look.
You should ask me 4 to 5 years. All right. Hey, this is Reeve from Rhino Bucket. Check out Mike and Ed. They're gonna pump the bucket. They're gonna pump up all kinds of good rock and roll for you. So check it out. All right? All right.
What do you listen to nowadays?
Rhino Bucket.
Beatles.
Not so much. I did have to learn, I did a blues gig a couple weeks ago. I had to learn Get Back. We had to do a version of
That was
Get
pretty
Back.
fun to play.
Yeah, I'd never learned it right. I actually sat down and learned the parts. It was cool. But I listened to. What do I listen to? Usually CDs people hand me.
Oh, really?
Well, check this out. So I'll just stick it in my car and listen to
Right,
it for a while.
right.
But I like blues stuff. I like really I like blues. I like Kid Ramos. He plays here. And I like country too. Like Dwight Yoakam and old Buck Owens.
You were in a band with Ronnie for a while, right? It was, like it was country, but it was like more blazing guitars, almost.
Oh, Ronnie from Kids?
Yeah.
No, that people used to get that confused. No, he had a band.
I'm one of them.
No, he had a band. It was more his thing was more like on the lines of Stones when you were talking.
Oh, I see.
And I sat in on some gigs with him.
Maybe that's what.
Yeah, he was out here because it was a guy. This guy Jeremy, he's got this band called The Blessings out here. Yeah, and him and Ronnie used to play together, and so every once in a while Ronnie will come back out and write songs with Jeremy, and they had a band. What were they called? How come I can't remember?
So
That's 'cause
many
we're on
bands, so
spot.
many years.
Yeah. God, it'll come back to me. But anyway, yeah, so he came out at one point and we did some shows and I played with those guys. But no, the country thing was, that was with Reeve from Rhino Bucket played bass in that too. It was called Snake Hammers.
That's a snake.
And that was, this guy Bryson Jones was the singer. The other guitar player was this guy, Joel Segerson, who is Stefan Segerson's brother. Stefan's the guy that produced the last Rhino Bucket CD. And Joel is a great country guitar player, really good. Real like I'm like more country rock, but he's country. And he plays
Just kicking country.
yeah. I love that stuff. Some of the country guitar players are like some of the best guitar
Well, I
players.
noticed I heard some Roy Clark recently. I saw it on YouTube, and I couldn't believe.
Oh, those guys are great.
Amazing, you know. And nobody ever talks about, you know.
Yeah, I think some of the country guitar players.
yeah.
Even Glenn Campbell used to be that way, you know?
Yeah, he was a really good guy. He played on a lot. He was like a session guy. He played on a lot of records.
Is there any advice you can give to up-and-coming musicians who are struggling, maybe?
We have a lot of bands watch our shows. So.
Yeah. The best advice is not give up and not don't listen to, if somebody says you suck, don't listen to them. If you're enjoying what you do, just focus on that and just keep doing it. I mean, because I sucked for a long time. And I just didn't give up. And finally one day it just clicked. It's like when you're trying to learn how to ride a bike, you know, and you can't do it, and you're falling down, but you just keep getting up and doing it, and finally one day it just all of a sudden, boom, it's like, that's how you do it, and you do it.
I fell down a lot.
And you still suck at it.
I did. But that's, I mean, it's the same with anything. It's like, you know, if you practice, eventually you'll break through, you know. It's like, I mean, the only way I can describe it is it's like a spiritual experience. I mean, the most memorable moment in my life was when it clicked. When I was playing, I was right in the middle of a jam with these guys, and it was like the sky opened up, and all of a sudden I knew how to play. And it was after years and years of struggling, and just thinking I was never going to get it.
How many years would you say it was?
Well, I started when I was 8 years old, but I didn't really get serious until I was about 14. Like I just kind of clanked around on the acoustic for years, and then when I was 14, I took like 3 months of lessons, and then started getting serious. But my technique wasn't right, and I was lazy, and I learned. I downpicked everything instead of the teacher tried to teach me how to alternate pick, like up and down, and I didn't want to, and I just did it this way. And then at one point I realized if I want to, I got stuck, and I knew that I wasn't going to get any further unless I learned how to do it the other way. And it took me about another whole year, because all my guitar riffs were they all were like down-picked licks, and I had to transform everything into this different style of picking. And I stumbled around for a year, and I remember that day when it finally all just came together for me. The guys I was playing with, at the end of that jam, they go, wow, everyone noticed. I mean, it was this weird transition thing that just happened. And they said, wow, they said, I didn't think, they said for the longest time I thought, you know, I was starting to wonder about you. And I was too. I was like, I didn't think I was ever going to get it. But I didn't, that was it. I mean, that's the thing. I didn't give up. And it paid off.
Excellent.
And that's the biggest piece of advice I can give any musician is just don't give up. Don't get discouraged. If someone tells you you suck, prove them wrong. I mean, that's my theory. Just prove them wrong.
Excellent. Oh, big time. Hey, well, we want to thank you for giving us the time of day. We greatly appreciate it. Hey, everybody. I'm Mike.
I'm Ed.
I'm Ryan.
And this is Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for tuning into episode number 20, part 2 of Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed. We want to thank some new friends of ours. We want to thank sleazeRocks.com, blabbermouth.net, bravewords.com, and thanks to you guys for posting our episode number 20, part 1 of this show. It's been seen over 1,300 times.
And not only that, we want to give a big special thanks to you. Because without you, you guys watching there at home, or in your office, or on your iPhone, wherever you are, you guys have watched Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed a total of 21,000 times now. 21,000 times. Staples Center can't hold 21,000 people.
Shit, no. Hell no.
Neither could Madison Square Garden, for that matter.
Neither could my ass.
But I'll tell you what. Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed can hold 21,000 people. And that number's going to grow. You watch and see. You watch and see.
All right. So to wrap things up, we want to also say thanks to George, Brian, Reeves, and Simon from Rhino Bucket. We also want to thank the Blue Cafe for giving us a room to sit down with Brian. And what else you got to say?
Thanks to you.
Thanks to you. All right. To wrap things up, I'm Mike.
Who am I? Oh, I'm Ed. I'm Ed.
And you just watched Bang Your Head with Mike and Ed. Keep rocking.
And metalizing.
Ah!